Sorry guys, because of the under budget of this here live show, I had to make up my own music. But what's going on, guys? Let me take off this thing here, this beautiful thumbnail I made. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the first show. I forgot to put my light on. Look at me, man. Look at me, man. Oh, my light's unplugged. My light's unplugged, guys. This is not a good first start. It's not a good first start, man. I was playing Skyrim earlier, so it was a little late, man. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Says, got some echo? Got some echo from where? From where, man? The echo's crazy? Hold on. What's going on here? How's the echo crazy? Oh, wait. I know why. Hold on. Wait, how's it echoing? There's an echo? What is going on? Hold on, guys. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, webcam. That's why. Sorry, guys. Boom. No more echo. Like, you guys gotta forgive me, man. This is my first time working with OBS. Sorry, guys. Jesus, is that bad? Tell me if it's gone. I took the webcam audio off. There we go. All right. Yes. We got it, guys. Remember how I've been telling you guys? I've been telling every single person here. You guys know back in the undrafted analyst, when I used to do undrafted analyst, that I didn't use OBS because my camera my computer was terrible, and it's working now. Just pray that it does not crash, because if it crashes, we're screwed. Okay? If it crashes, we are screwed. I want to say hi to everybody. By the way, my guy One Giant Rebuttal, thank you for the $5 dono. Always supporting the channel. Yeah, I saw him, Chris Sandor. It's just that I was trying to fix that echo, and I was doing too many things at once. But J-Zack is here, my guy J-Zack, another co-host of the Undrafted Analyst. You guys may be wondering what's going on with the Undrafted Analyst. I'll get into that in just a moment, but I want to say hi to everybody. It's been a long time since I've been on live, and I actually have this OBS thing set up. You guys see your chat on the screen and things like that. So I want to say what's up to Lamar, Muz Kamal, Muz Kamal. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Nations, my guy Chris Sandor. Chris Sandor, man, looks a lot like me when I was a kid. I still look like a kid, but when I was very young, Chris Sandor looks a lot like me, believe it or not. King Justin saying, what's up, Kid Blue? What's going on, Mike Nixon? I missed you too, brother. XO Dict, I guess that's like exotic. I'm sorry if I butchered that name, man. Turtho, he was the first one that commented in the chat. What's going on, everybody? J-Zack been working so much, man. About to make a comeback. Yeah, I know, J-Zack. Same thing with me, man. The reason why I had to stop, and I'll get into that right now, guys. The reason why, and it was doing very well, that I love what we created with Undrafted Analyst, and it is coming back. The Undrafted Analyst, it's probably going to be a pre-recorded podcast, and I'll put that up for you guys to watch, a pre-recorded podcast, and KB Sports Talk will be the live for you guys. I want to have kind of two things for you guys. So KB Sports Talk will be the live, call in, things like that, and then the Undrafted Analyst, I'm not letting go of that, because I was dreaming about Undrafted Analyst for about a year or two now, so I'm not letting go of that whatsoever. I want that to succeed. So that's gonna be happening. I got a list of updates I wanna tell you guys about. So yeah, so the future Undrafted Analyst, that's going to be kicked back up. Hopefully, J-Zack, if you have time, that's going to be kicked back up towards the start of the season, when there's a lot more to talk about, and we could start talking about anything else like football, basketball, anything else that's going on that we are interested in with the Undrafted Analyst. I'm going to be booting that up towards the beginning of the season. And of course, I want to add guests like my guy OGR. Definitely want to have him on the Undrafted Analyst. We'll have a guest every so often. Maybe we'll bring Chris from the Entertainer Talking Sports. We'll bring on Bad Dog, Rover, Jet Central, something. I could get in contact with them, and we could have like a guest every week. I would love that. Also, this channel is going to be going through a lot of changes, so obviously this will always forever be a New York Giants centric channel. Okay, this is gonna be, you guys came here for that. The Giants, that's never gonna stop. Okay, and that production never did stop. You guys know that I just came out with a video early on today about covering all NFL type stuff. That's just because I really have a passion for analytics. I really have a passion to giving my opinion out there. I want to be the number one sport. I want to be the number one source for you guys for sports, not just the Giants. That's such a little confined box. Not just the NFL. That's also a bigger box, but it's still confined. I want to be a source for you guys for as much sports as I can. Sports that I'm interested in, of course. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge soccer fan, so you won't see me covering any soccer. But I want to be a huge supporter, a huge source for that. Huge donation from my guy Jay Smith. Thank you so much for the $10 donation, man. I still a little bad dog. I can't do that. I can't do what bad dog does so well. But Mike said, "What's going on, Mikey?" Enter the chat and go Knicks. Yes, I will be opening up. I got myself a phone number, guys. We are balling out here, okay? We got some production out here, all right? We got a phone number from Skype, and we're going to be taking some Skype calls. I don't know how it's going to go, but if you guys want to talk to me, we're going to get it going, all right? We're going to talk. Whatever you want to talk about, keep in mind, I'm not going to limit you guys. If you whatever you guys want to say, just go ahead and leave it out there. But I'm knowledgeable in basketball, but any little like detail stuff that advanced basketball fans would know, I probably don't know. I'm still getting into basketball. But anything football, I guarantee you, we will have a conversation. We can definitely talk basketball if you want to talk basketball, based on the whole free agency that's happening right now. Yeah, I'll be opening it up soon, man. I'm really excited. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me right now. I'm looking at the chat from like a whole different view right now, so I'm not sure how many likes I have right now. But make sure you guys hit that like button. And subscribe if you guys are new. I don't know, maybe you guys are new and you're just joining on the stream, but make sure you guys subscribe as well. Spike that like. Yeah, OGR says spike that like. I got some other updates for you guys. Oh, okay. Got some big announcements happening right now. Do you think the Giants should pick up Des Bryant? I may even make a video about that because I made a video last year about that, but it seems to be a favorite. A lot of people are talking about that, but nothing official yet. No offense, but RJ isn't really grabbing my attention. Yeah, me either, man. We could talk about that. Hopefully more signs with the Knicks. All right, so the update I want to update you guys on. So, as you guys know, I kind of dabbled a little bit in calling NFL games last year. I didn't do it as much as I wanted to just because I used to work for UPS at the time and I worked overnight, so I would have to sleep during these games were on. But now I should be able to make it. Now I am active. I drum for my church on Wednesday night, so maybe if there's any live streams that I'm doing that night, probably won't be able to do it. But Monday Night Football should be available. Thursday Night Football, Sunday Night Football. I should be able to stream everything. Okay. Sunday morning games, probably not because I'm still at the church. But I'll try to rush down here as much as I can. But definitely, I will be calling NFL games for you guys. Maybe bring on a guest every so often, but I really think I did a good job in calling those games last year, and I wish to continue that this year, so that's going to be a huge improvement to the channel. Going to be doing a lot of live streams for you guys, just like this, and calling NFL games with some better production, as you guys can see on your screen. So, next up, I have two more big announcements. I'm going to be starting, towards the start of the season, I may even do a fantasy league as well, but I'm going to be doing an ESPN Pick'em League on ESPN.com when the NFL season starts. So we can basically compete of who gets these games right, and basically the top 3 or maybe top 5 winners, I'll definitely try to give you a reward somehow. Obviously, the first place coming in, with the best reward, maybe a hat or something like that, and then the fifth place, getting something else, and we'll see. We'll manage that when as time goes on. But maybe I'll do a fantasy league as well. It's just that with fantasy leagues, you can't include as much people as you want to, because you could probably have like 10 or 12 teams on there, 10 or 12, different people on there, including myself. So I wanted to include as much people as I can. With the ESPN Pick'em League, you can it's unlimited. Like, all my subscribers can be on that Pick'em League. It doesn't matter. I remember MJ from Sports Fan Entertainment did that, and I was a part of that a couple years ago, and it went really well. So, easy rewards, baby. Oh, it's easy, nations. All right, it's easy. I guarantee you I'll be first. I'll be getting the first place prize. I mean, I think I'm getting the first place prize. But, yeah, so my last but not least final announcement that I'll have like a serious talk with you guys a little bit, not like sentimental, like we're gonna start crying or nothing like that, nothing like that. But since I don't do these live streams as much, and I want to provide as much production as I can for you guys, I was thinking about making a Patreon or a PayPal. I don't really know if I can make if I should do a Patreon, because then, not to sound any greedy or something like that, but I don't really know what to reward everybody with if they join Patreon, because I know you have to give rewards and things like that. So I don't really know. Everybody's crying right now. I don't really know what to give you guys there. So I was thinking about creating a PayPal account. So if anybody, I'll never ask this in a video or anything like that, but if you so feel free to donate, I'll leave a link in the description or something like that to my PayPal account. And if you guys want to, you guys can donate to me, and 100% of those funds will not be going to me to buy some new Gucci flip-flops or nothing like that. They will go 100% of those funds will go to the channel, whether that be getting that new dream computer I really wanted, that I really want so bad, but my bank account is just telling me no. That and anything else, whether that's lighting or a new camera or things like that, 100% of those funds will be going to the channel, so you guys will have a direct impact to how this channel grows. So that is my last announcement. So we'll be getting the phone lines up in just a second. Please, I don't know how to mute while I'm taking a call. I don't know how to mute anybody else calling in, so please try not to call in when I know there's a slight delay. I try not to call in, please, when I'm taking a call. It's just going to mess everything up, and so on and so forth. But quickly, just throw some things out there, like some topics that, some mainstream stuff right now. I know with some NBA, like I said, I'm not so knowledgeable in the NBA, but I do keep track of it. You guys know that Marcus Morris is planning to come with the Knicks. Either he was supposed to sign with another team, I can't remember. I don't really know how NBA free agency works that well, because I know it's very basically the player the player is in control about where they go and things like that. It's really cool with the NBA. It's not like the NFL, but I know that's in place. RJ Barrett is not looking as good as we thought he would be, and I'll tell you what, there is some concern there. Now, I watched Chris's video, and I completely agree with him that he's not gonna really buy into I keep butchering his name, Brad Zadakis, our second round pick for the Knicks. He put up 30 last game. I know we shouldn't take too much stock in that, but and also, not taking too much stock in that, but not worrying about RJ Barrett. I think you need to worry about RJ Barrett just a little bit. Yes, there is that nerve factor. I completely agree. Brad Zingas, the freaking Porzingis little brother. What's going on here? But I get RJ Barrett may have a little bit of nerves, so yeah, I get it. But you see this Brad Zingas guy, he's balling out, right? He's balling out. You're wondering what's going on with RJ Barrett right now. He's missing shots. He's not very efficient. We have to see. I'm a little bit worried about RJ Barrett, but I'm not going to say completely that he's a fail. But guys, you should be worried. Don't just throw it. Don't just put it in the back seat. Don't say, "Oh, listen, RJ is fine. He's gonna put up 40 in the regular season." There is some slight concern. I don't mean to be a pessimist. I am a realist. Okay, I'm a realist. I like to RJ for prison. What's going on, Dylan? What's going? Jesus. RJ for prison. It's summer league, man. We talking about practice. We talking about summer league, man. But yeah. Let's not be too worried yet, but still keep your eye out on RJ Barrett. I'm not going to say just completely throw it in the back seat and just forgive RJ Barrett for everything he does until the regular season. That's not what we should do. But Vision says, Kid Blue, how do you feel about the Jaguars? The Jaguars are up. They're going to be up and coming. They're definitely going to win some games that you might not think they will win. Their defense is still outstanding. They haven't really lost any big pieces. They still have their main pieces, and on top of that, they added Josh Allen, who I don't really think fits the scheme as well. I think he's more of a 3-4 outside linebacker. I think you're looking at the same situation with Dante Fowler. I think he's almost a clone of Dante Fowler, and is drafted by the same team. So they have to correct their mistakes they made with Dante Fowler. When they're dealing with Josh Allen. But as far as, the defense, I'm not worried about whatsoever. The offense is what I'm worried about the Jacksonville Jaguars. They have all the pieces. They have the right pieces. The Jaguars, Nick Foles, you have the freaking wizard voodoo playoff guy right there, right? A top 10 offensive line. Not only that, you're bringing in Jawan Taylor, who's going to be, I don't know if they're going to put him at left tackle or right tackle. They may compete him with Cam Robinson. Who knows? He may stay at right tackle just because that's what he played in college. But you have that great offensive line. Hopefully they can stay healthy because they all got hurt last year. You have a decent wide receiving core. It's not great. Matter of fact, it's not fantastic. It's not even, maybe it's average. Marquise Lee is probably looking like the best guy right there. But you did, I think they got an upgrade at tight end. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they got an upgrade at tight end. And you still have Leonard Fournette, which we're waiting to see what he's going to do, because honestly, he's been a bust. He's been a bust so far. I don't want to just come out and say, I don't want to disrespect any Jaguars fans, because I'm a huge Leonard Fournette fan. He is 27 squad. By the way, if you guys want to join the 27 squad, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But Leonard Fournette wears that 27 on his back, so he's 27 squad. And I'm a huge fan of Leonard Fournette. It's just that not only with his injuries, when he came back last year, Leonard Fournette was averaging like 3.4 yards a carry. The guy is like 6'2", 230 pounds or something like that. The guy is enormous. Maybe even more. Maybe he's 240 or something like that. The guy's huge. And the guy goes down with ease. The guy tries to get through the hole, and he's just pity-patted down to the floor. I don't know what's going on with Leonard Fournette right now, but that's not how he played in college. He has to be dealing with another injury that, is really bothering him. Yes, he had a huge injury. Not really huge, but it was pretty bad last year against the Giants in Week 1. But from there on, he was not the same. And even in his rookie season, even in Leonard Fournette's rookie season, he was not great. He had just over 1,000 yards. He had like 3.9 yards a carry. He had like maybe 8 touchdowns, something like that. He still wasn't worth that, number 3, number 4 overall pick he was. So, in all honesty, Leonard Fournette so far is a bust. But like I said, time will tell. Maybe Nick Foles there, a bigger threat at quarterback. Maybe Leonard Fournette will have less attention on him, and maybe he will succeed. So I'm going to be very honest, guys. I'm pretty nervous to open up the phone lines just because I do not want my computer to crash. I don't want my computer to crash, so we'll see what happens. Pray, guys, pray. Fitness Zelda can't do half the. Who's Fitness Zelda? Josh Allen was a steal robbery. Yeah, Josh Allen, the whole Josh Allen. NYG31, what's going on, my guy? NYG31, I haven't seen you in a while, man. I haven't seen you in a while. How you been, man? How you been? Christopher Craven says, who's your top prospect for the 2020 draft? I'm really hoping for Grant Delpit. I haven't even looked at the 2020 draft yet, my friend. I'll be completely honest with you. I called RJ bust and Zion bust. I said best player to come out of this draft would be Ja. And I'm telling you, he's looking like a star. Zion's got no perimeter offense, which sucks in today's NBA. And Zion's hurt right now, too. Keep that in mind, Dylan. But we'll see what happens, Dylan. I'm not going to flat out say that RJ and Zion are going to be bust just from what we've seen from Summer League. But just keep your eye on it. That's all I have to say. Just keep your eye out. Do you think it would be a good idea for Campbell to move to D-line and start Allen? Campbell's already at D-line. If you're talking about Calais Campbell, he's already D-line. He's not an outside linebacker. He's a defensive end. He can play 5 technique. He can play 3 technique. That's pretty much what he plays. 3-4 defensive end is what he is. Very hell of a good role player there. All right, we're gonna open up the phone lines now, guys, and wish me luck, man. Wish us luck, because you guys are with me here. So let me make sure Skype is open. I don't know if you guys can see Skype. Hopefully you guys can't. All right, good. Because I don't want to get the chat. I don't want to move the chat away. Let's make sure Skype is up. Forgive me, guys. I'm working out the kinks. This is my first time ever doing this. I had a couple of test streams where I called myself, but it's always unexpected when you're on live. Something always goes wrong that didn't go wrong during test streams. So I'm going to give you guys the number now. I'm going to take this away and put this up. Go ahead. 863-588-4022. Hopefully with the Skype call, it will not lag out in any way. Jesus, I'm nervous. Jesus, I'm nervous. Once I get a computer. Oh, wow. We already have a caller. Oh, my God. That's loud. Woo! All right. All right, here we go. I'm trying to answer here. All right, you are live. What's going on, man? 860. What's going on? Hello?
What is up, Kid Blue?
What's going on? It's OGR.
Sorry for the noise in the background. The minute I called you, my kid just started blowing up screaming because he didn't get what he wanted.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's all right. I don't hear anything anyway. I just want to make sure the chat can hear him. Chat, let me know if you guys can hear my guy OGR. I want to make sure, because I had a couple of test streams, but, things always unexpected.
You should let me know. I would have helped you out beforehand.
Oh, yeah. I looked up a lot of tutorials, tons of tutorials, man. Can't hear him perfectly. Can hear him perfectly. All right, Dylan Renner is just trolling me. He's trolling me. All right, man. All right, thanks for calling in, OGR, man. A huge supporter of the channel, and I really support his channel, man. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys check out my man, OGR. Makes great Giants content and rebuts a lot of has a lot of things to say about especially the ESPN people, Stephen A. Smith and a lot of guys like that. I agree with OGR and a lot of things like that. But what's going on, man?
Yeah. So I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the plug.
No problem, man.
But so I've got 2 questions for you. One, I'll keep it low key NBA. Okay. Do you know who Taco Fall is?
Taco Fall. Somebody just said that in the chat, I think, and I don't believe I do.
All right, so he's like a 7'6", bigger kid out of UCF,
okay.
And he honestly, I actually think he's better than Bol, to be totally honest with you.
Really?
Like he has a better frame for 7'6" than Bol does, even though Bol is only 7'3", and the dude has the largest wingspan ever recorded in the NBA. I think it's like an 8'2" wingspan, and the dude doesn't need to jump to dunk.
That's almost double my size, man. God.
I tell you, and he literally can stand and dunk. Like he's 10'2", full reach, like ridiculous.
Wow.
But like he does, I'll tell you right now, he doesn't move bad. Well, I mean, obviously you're not familiar with him, but he doesn't move bad. I'm telling you right now. I'm not saying he's going to be a star in the NBA by any means, but I think he'll make the Celtics roster.
Oh, okay. All right. So he was drafted by the Celtics?
No, he wasn't. He went undrafted.
Okay.
They invited him in for the NBA Summer League, signed him to a 10-day contract. So obviously he's got to prove it. He didn't. He's rebounding was okay in college for a 7'6" guy. The guy should be averaging a double-double. To be totally honest with you, but block machine obviously. But he has. I think They're giving him more and more minutes now. But yesterday, I think he went like 12-2. It wasn't too bad in the game. So
Wow. Well, I'll tell you right now, in the NBA, how it works, if you're tall, they're going to call you for the NBA, you know? They really don't care. But, I mean, hell, if he does well, I mean, we need a big man, too. We got Mitchell Robinson, but I wouldn't mind getting a big man. someone that could just dunk on the rim without tippy-toeing.
But like he's not your normal 7-footer. Like for your like huge 7-footer, dude moved well. Now obviously if he had to go defend somebody on the perimeter like a Joel Embiid, obviously dude fucking get destroyed.
Yeah.
But because obviously he'd be better suited for an older NBA, but I don't mind him. I really don't. I'm actually that's who I'm actually excited to watch.
Really? Does he play like a big man? Like is he physical?
Yes and no, because the thing is, it's hard to judge him because he is so tall, and he's just able to like dunk over people. And I want to see him play against somebody a little bit bigger. Like he's not really playing against true centers in the summer league, and not any that I've seen.
Gotcha.
I mean, maybe the chat can give you a little bit more information on that, but check the dude out.
Oh, definitely.
I'll
definitely do that.
And the other thing is, I want to make a bold statement.
All right, guys, get ready here. Bold statement from OGR.
Daniel Jones starts week 1.
Woohoo! What?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Now I have to hear this. Go ahead. Give me your explanation.
I have an inkling, and I could be totally off base and totally wrong. I'm not going to sit there and say I'm not. Obviously, we know that. But the reason why is going back and looking at OTAs and just comparing Eli to Daniel. Obviously, maybe Daniel's going out there and trying harder because he has something to prove, but the ball just looked better coming out of his hand. He's quicker, and Eli just had such a bad OTA and such a bad minicamp.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to sit there and say, okay, Eli, go into preseason and go show us as Eli something so that you're belong to be a legit starter in the NFL. I love Eli Manning, and honestly, he didn't even play that bad last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he was
totally
fine. Especially at the end of the year, he was playing great. He was moving through that offensive line, shifting through, making good throws.
And it really isn't that bad. And I mean, I talked to another YouTuber, but I'm not going to mention his name on air, for about 2 hours. He called me up yesterday because of things I said on his channel. But he actually called me up personally.
Wow, what?
He DM'd me on Twitter and called me up personally. I had a 2-hour conversation with him. But a good dude. I have more respect for him now than I did before. But I'm telling you right now, Daniel Jones. Yeah, I think Daniel Jones, and he believes it too. But I'll let him spoil his video. I'm not gonna. I was gonna come out with a similar video, but I'll let him spoil his video when he.
But here's the thing. I completely agree with you. Now, I said this when I was covering the OTAs and minicamp. I was like, damn. I mean, Daniel Jones is the best quarterback so far in OTAs and minicamp. I mean, I love Eli with all respect. I was an Eli Manning apologist all through 2016 through 2018. I was just, defending Eli left and right, throwing punches. But, you look at Daniel Jones, you look at the highlights, and you look at the articles that they're coming out about him. He's looking like the best quarterback right now. But here's the thing. If you're the Giants front office, are you going to bench your $22 million quarterback week 1? Like, are you just not going to give him a chance at all? Like, I just don't know if they would go that route of doing that.
I mean, and that's the biggest thing. That's why I said I obviously could be wrong. But what I'm saying is, like, if he does what Russell Wilson did to Matt Flynn, in the Seattle Seahawks. Mm-hmm. Look at the Seattle Seahawks. If you prove yourself, teams will bench you. It doesn't matter what they pay. I mean, how much they pay Matt Flynn at the time?
Oh, God. It was some crazy number, dude. Way
and they benched him and started Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I mean, is it really that crazy to think of? And why else did Dave Gettleman sit down and have a talk with Eli? You don't think that Dave Gettleman had his mind made up before he even drafted Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, both of us made videos saying, "Oh, this is all smoke. This is all smoke."
Oh my God, that video blew up as soon as he was drafted. Oh God.
Because I made one too. I was actually proud of that thumbnail too. But yeah, and look at what's happening. So
yeah,
happening. And it got me on thinking about it because Bad Dog obviously came out with a video today and he was talking about Daniel Jones, and when he thinks he will start, and, everybody thinks Kurt Warner, and that was my initial thing. But I said OTAs. I started looking at the difference between throws, who's throwing a better ball.
Mm-hmm.
Eli's never had the tightest spiral in the world.
Yeah.
And obviously he's capable of doing it, but Daniel Jones, tight spiral every time, puts it in the window. Did he have a couple bad throws, batted balls? Yeah, you're expected as a rookie. But as far as looking as the best quarterback, absolutely. You don't skip Alex Taney, you don't skip Kyle Letta and put this kid in the second team just to see what he has. You put him because you believe he belongs with the second team, and I don't think they want to embarrass Eli this soon, so they're not going to put him in first team. But don't be shocked if Daniel Jones is sharing first-team reps at some point during training camp.
Yeah, man, I mean, I think they would definitely try it a little bit just to see what they got in Daniel Jones. But if I see Daniel Jones have like more than 3 practices playing with the first team, I think Dave Gettleman has his mind made up, and he's thinking about starting Daniel Jones. But man, if they really had that confidence in Daniel Jones, I just don't know why they haven't restructured Eli Manning's contract or done something with his contract, because he's making a lot of money for them to draft Daniel Jones.
Let's think about it this way, okay? What really, like, how much are you going to really restructure? Okay, how much are you really going to take 5, 6, 7 million off?
Yeah,
okay?
I mean around there.
And what after signing draft picks, you're probably left with exactly what you restructured Eli Manning's contract with. Okay, What are you doing with $5 or $6 million? Like, what are you upgrading that's going to really push you to the forefront for $5 or $6 million?
Oh, I mean, it's not really what you're gonna do with it immediately, but it could transfer to rollover money or whatever you have to do. But either way, that's $5 million that you saved.
I know it's $5 million saved, and I know it sounds like huge, and probably I'm getting trolled in the chat right now. But I could see why. Like, they're like, pull Eli aside. Listen, we're gonna draft a younger guy. You're getting at the end of your career. Go out there and prove us that you still have something left. But for the most part, we're bringing in this young guy. We want you to mentor him. Now, and I wouldn't be surprised if this conversation took place either. Is there anybody that you feel comfortable with us drafting? Because let's face it, these conversations do go on behind closed doors.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to sit there and fool myself. Eli Manning saying, hey, I like Daniel Jones. I love David Cutcliffe. Let's face it, that's why we drafted David.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. Me, you, and Jay Zach all said after the draft, okay, this kid can do something. And I was like, look, if anybody doesn't think this kid can do something, look at the first 7 minutes of film from the Clemson game. It's on YouTube. You can find it.
Mm-hmm. Watch that film, yep.
Watch that film. And tell me this kid doesn't have something. With a bad offensive line, and there is one ball in particular thrown deep down the sideline, hits his receiver dead in stride, guy drops it.
Yep.
It would have either been a touchdown or a field goal.
And there was many plays like that throughout the season. If you watch Daniel Jones, I mean, he's throwing dimes down a sideline or, right in the end zone, and the receiver flats out just drops it with a little bit of contact from the defender. I mean, it's ridiculous how bad these Duke receivers were. It's ridiculous.
And a lot of people's arguments are, hey, look at the Wake Forest game. Look at the Rutgers game. Okay, the Wake Forest game, does anybody know that his actual between receivers and running backs fumbled the ball 5 times total, losing 4 of them, I believe?
You'll never win a game that way. Never.
You'll never. And yes, he did throw an interception in that game. You're never going to win a game that way. I don't care if they turn it into points or not. That's a possession taken away from your team. You don't get second chances at possessions in the NFL. That's why, look at how many possessions each and every team wants offensively. You probably want a minimum of 60, if not more.
Yeah, and that's just team morale just gone down the drain. Just think about turning over the ball 5 times. I mean, what's left of the team after that? They're just gonna. They feel like if they come back out, they're gonna fumble again.
Yeah, and then everybody's like, "Oh, well, the Demon Deacons," because I rebutted. I think I rebutted Get Up on ESPN, and they were trying to say why would Daniel Jones start? He has the least likely out of all
Oh,
the
yeah,
starting.
I saw that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he goes, "Oh, well, if you look, Wake Forest game," and they obviously are not going to put the stats helping Daniel Jones, and they're like, "Well, they had like the 306th ranked defense, and look at what he had." And it's like, dude, dive deeper into the game. Don't tell me they just had a 306th rated defense. Every once in a while, the 306th rated defense can have a game.
Agreed, yeah.
I've seen UConn. UConn's a local team in my area, and they're terrible at football. Except for the couple years before Etzel went to Maryland, they're terrible. Once in a while, they'll have a defensively brilliant game, but most part, they're horrible.
Yeah.
They're awful.
Yeah, they have some, and they have some good players. Sometimes they get some good players that come out too. Like Byron Jones a couple years ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Will Beatty. Even Will Beatty before his tricep or bicep tear wasn't that bad of a left tackle. I'm not going to sit there and say he is what he was before.
He was pretty good.
He wasn't too bad. I think we still would have a starting left tackle had they not had that bicep injury. I don't think he's ever recovered from that.
Yeah.
Plus the eye injury and all that other. He obviously injuries took a toll on his career. But
yeah.
I guarantee he's going to be on some sort. I mean, I think he was on some sort of team last year, and I know he was on the Eagles the year they won the. I mean, obviously he's sitting the bench, but he has a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But anyways, man, I'm gonna let you go because I don't want to take too much time. I want you to get more callers and.
All right, man.
But, I obviously call and talk to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's OGR from One Giant Rebuttal. Make sure you guys subscribe to my man OGR. Puts up great content. Very, very good friend of the channel. So appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you too. Thank you for the plug. Bye.
All right, no problem, man. See ya. All right, that's our first caller. If you guys want to call in, go ahead. I'm gonna have a little delay when picking up the call because for some reason Skype is just like lagging. So listen, the computer is not crashing yet. It's just Skype a little bit. So when I pick up the call, it's gonna take a little bit for me to answer it. So see, I clicked it. Now it's gonna take a while for me to answer. Let's see. Hello? Alright, guys. Hold on. I think we lagged out a little bit. Let's try to answer it. Alright. Hello? Alright, 267. What's going on, man? Who's this?
How's it going, Kid Blue? It's Mike Nixon here.
Mike Nixon. What's going on, man? Long time no talk.
Yeah, for real, bro. How you been, man?
I'm great. For anybody who doesn't know Mike Nixon, very, very good friend of the show. He was when I did this on Undrafted Analysts before, he was my first caller ever. So I'll always remember that, Mike Nixon. Always remember that, man. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just sitting here enjoying, chilling, watching a little bit of the MLB All-Star Game and stuff. Let's get ready to start up.
I heard that's on.
But other than that, I'm just sitting here counting the days till football, man. I can't wait. My ultimate passion. I coach up at my high school that I went to school with, so.
Oh, really?
Just counting down the days. Yeah.
You coaching football?
Yeah, just assistant coach, nothing too major.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I did that. I did volunteer coaching a couple of years ago.
That's about the same as I do.
Yeah.
Volunteer.
Yeah, but the way I coach, and I didn't really prior to that, I didn't really coach. But I lived in a neighborhood with a bunch of kids, and I would teach them everything I knew about football, and they listened to things like that. So I tried to implement that when I did coach football, and the guy, the head of the team, actually the owner of the team, came up to me and said that he wanted me to be harder on the kids and yell and things like that. I'm like, look at me, man. Look at me. I look younger than them. You want me to yell at them? You want me to yell at those guys? I'm like, look at me. I'm half the size of these guys. Do you think they're going to listen to me if I yell at them? And so I basically quit. I had to quit because the guy didn't like how I coached. So yeah, that was a bad experience there. But I'm a free agent in the coaching business right now. But well, what's going on, man? What do you want to talk about?
So I want to bring up a few points, talk a little Giants football.
All right,
And
cool.
so I've been looking at some mock drafts already. I know it's a little too early, but
Oh
I've been
man.
looking. I mean, some people say it's never too early. I'm one of the people, never too early, because you take a look, and then once you see a name, oh, this person seems good. Let me look up some film and
Yeah, that's
wait for
that's a
college
good sign.
football.
Yeah.
Wait for college football to start. You can watch them play and stuff.
Mhm.
But the one mock draft I've seen had us taking, even though I already knew about him anyway, but the one mock draft I seen the other day had us taking Jerry Jeudy at 5 from Alabama, the receiver.
Yes, I've seen a lot of way too early mock drafts about Jerry Jeudy. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Mike. If we are picking, let's say, 15th, 16th, somewhere around there, I probably wouldn't mind it as much. And I know Jerry Jeudy is like a star wide receiver. It's just my personal preference. I don't really regard wide receivers that highly in drafts. You know, unless they're like an Odell Beckham or, you know, someone like that.
Right.
You know, I didn't mind drafting Odell Beckham with that 12th overall pick. But, you know, if we're drafting right around where we were, you know, this year, you know, 6th overall, 7th overall, I'm probably not going to go the Jerry Jeudy route. I'm probably looking at our, you know, best player available at that point. Who knows if he will be the best player available at that point, but it's interesting to think about, right? Because, you know, the number one wide receiver position is open right now. Sterling Shepard still yet to prove that. Obviously, we have to wait a year before the next draft, so we'll know if Sterling Shepard is the number one receiver or not. But it's wide open right now. So, I mean, if we draft Jerry Jeudy and we actually need him and he provides a good, a number one target for a Daniel Jones in the future, I'm all for it. You know, I'm all for it.
And that's what brings me to my next point. The reason I think we should go receiver is that if we're going to fully go on with Daniel Jones next year, we need to set him up to succeed.
I completely agree.
We fixed our offensive line to an extent, but our offensive line is much improved. So when he does come next year, it's a little bit more improved, and then we can go out in free agency and maybe get. Since we have a lot of money, we can go out there and get an offensive lineman. Hopefully not completely overpaid for one, but we can get a semi-decent offensive lineman out there, or even go in the draft route, because there's best offensive lineman from my knowledge is Anthony Thomas, and he plays for Georgia.
Oh yeah, I've heard about him actually. I watched some Uncle Lou, and he's a Georgia fan, and he was talking about him. But yeah, man, I would love if we can find a way to get a good offensive line going. If we don't have to worry, like we just drafted Big George last year, right? Maybe he turns out right, and then offensive line won't be as big of a problem. I'm all for drafting Jerry Jeudy. I'm okay, you know, as long as we don't have any huge holes. Like if our pass rush is still absolute garbage, you know, I would probably still go pass rusher over wide receiver.
Right.
But, you know, if it's going to give Daniel Jones a step up in this league, if they're going to become a great duo, you know, in the future, then I'm all for it, you know?
Another person I wouldn't mind getting, and news just broke out on him earlier today, that it doesn't look like by Monday that a deal's going to get done between Texans and Jadeveon Clowney. I wouldn't mind going out there and signing him, even if our pass rush is much improved. That just adds another dynamic to our pass rush to add to our defense. So there's a lot of options next year for free agency that I can't wait to see what we do. Like, I wouldn't mind a Jadeveon Clowney, and I mentioned this before. I know he might be a little up there in age, but I think at some point in his career, he's got to think, do I really want to be in a situation where I'm not winning? And that would be Von Miller, the Denver Broncos, because the Broncos really haven't been winning the last couple of years, and if it comes to prove the same for this year, which I can possibly see happening, because Joe Flacco, to me, is just a game manager. I don't think he can manage games and get wins, but I don't think
They're gonna
The only thing they really
big, right?
the only thing they really got going is their defense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got Philip Lindsay, who had a tremendous year last year, but you can't expect him to come out here this year and do the same thing. You would hope that he does, but you can't expect that on a second-year running back to go out there and put up the same numbers or even better numbers than what he did this year.
Yeah, it's completely unexpected what we got from Philip Lindsay last year.
So if that's where Von Miller has to really think, like, if they have another bad year, like, do I really want to be in a situation? I'm winding down on my career a little bit where I won a Super Bowl, but I want to win a little bit. I want to win a little bit more. I just don't want to have one Super Bowl on my mind. I want to have multiple Super Bowls on my mind. And right now, Broncos aren't giving me the opportunity that they want to win right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind bringing them in.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Denver right now is probably in a little bit of a better situation than we are right now, just because of their defense. Their defense is great. You know, Von Miller and Bradley Chubb is probably the best edge rush duo we have in the league right now.
Oh, absolutely.
It's insane, those two. I can't believe they got away with getting both of those players. I know. But yeah, their offense is a little bit lackluster. You really don't know what you're getting from that wide receiver core. I mean, who's your best guy? What's his name? Cortland Sutton, something like that.
Or even Emmanuel Sanders, but he's getting up there in age.
He's 32.
I'm gonna tell you, there's one receiver. I like Sutton, but I think there's one receiver I think that could thrive and may have a breakout year for Denver. And I watched him play because I'm a Penn State fan, and that's Denny Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
As I watched him play at Penn State. He's a very good receiver, and he didn't do bad last year. So I think he can go out there, maybe not have a 1,000-yard season because he's not really. I think he's a number 3 guy, but I can see him coming out there and have like a solid kind of breakout year to where people are like, oh, this guy can play.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see, especially what we get from Drew Lock. All right, Turtho, I'll see you, man. All right, enjoy the All-Star game, Turtho. But yeah, as far as, you know, the Denver Broncos go, you know, I really don't understand. I don't understand the Joe Flacco trade. It really doesn't make any sense to me. Like maybe they did that because they knew they were gonna get a quarterback, whether that be Drew Lock or not, to kind of be a mentor for Joe Flacco and kind of use up Joe Flacco's years to develop Drew Lock. But I just don't understand Joe Flacco out of all these quarterbacks, you know? And
especially you already, not to interrupt you, but especially when you had Case Keenum there. Now, Case Keenum isn't great, but
he's not much of a.
I mean, you've seen in Minnesota that he could be a serviceable quarterback.
Yes, exactly.
So you could have had him. You could have easily had him be like a mentor to Drew Lock or showing the ropes a little bit. You didn't need to bring in Joe Flacco. There's probably another team out there that probably could have used his services a little better.
Yeah, completely agree. Honestly, I don't even think Baltimore should have let go of him. I'll be completely honest.
That too.
I don't like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say I completely hate Jackson. I love the talent that he has. I think if he can just improve his passing game, I'm not going to say he's going to be an all-time great, but he will be a very serviceable quarterback and will be a threat if he can just improve that passing game aspect of his game. If he can improve that, he could be a very dynamic, serviceable quarterback that can help you win in the league.
Yeah, he has to prove that because to me, I'm probably his biggest doubter right now. I remember calling that game, that playoff game against the Chargers.
Oh my God,
it was atrocious. I just wanted to stop watching it. Lamar Jackson, I think he had a 0.0 quarterback rating by the end of the third quarter. I mean, that was terrible.
And the crazy thing is, this is the one time I ever felt bad for Joe Flacco because he needed to be in that game.
Yeah,
yes, he's a game manager.
He's the wizard.
He's a game manager. Yeah, he's a game manager. But and you've seen in the playoffs, he can have a great run in the playoffs and win games. And by that time, with Lamar not even doing anything, and your team was still semi in the game, it would have put up a better effort for the Ravens to probably come back and win that game. Yet, I mean, I know Lamar did get something going over there toward the end and make it interesting, but you probably would have had a better chance. Even by the start of the third quarter, you just threw Flacco in there, let Flacco play the rest of the game. And in my opinion, you kind of owe that to Flacco because he's been your franchise quarterback since you drafted him in 2008. And the last time we see freaking Joe Flacco is on the freaking sideline, not even be able to contribute to help come back, which he could have done.
Exactly, the disrespect, and that is, I'm glad you brought that up, Mike, because that is the difference between the Ravens and the Giants as far as class goes, right? You know, a lot of people are saying, you know, that I know OGR said, you know, Daniel Jones might even start week 1. I just can't see that from the Giants because they're so, you know, they have such a connection with Eli, and it's a healthy, I don't know, some might argue it's unhealthy connection, being that, you know, everything that Eli wants, they give it to him, but there's a connection there between those teams. It just looked like the Ravens just stuck up the middle finger to Joe Flacco and say, get the hell out of here, we got our new quarterback. I mean, he won you a Super Bowl, for crying out loud, and every time the playoff starts, he is the best player in the playoffs. That's why I call him the Wizard. I call him the Wizard of the playoffs, that every time the Ravens make the playoffs, Joe Flacco shows out. So it's just completely disrespectful what the Ravens did, what he did for that franchise. He may have been he's probably one of the best quarterbacks that the Ravens had. I mean, has anybody been better? I don't think so. You know, so
exactly. Like, you don't have much of an upgrade. Like, they should have just kept him, let Lamar develop for a couple years under Joe Flacco, who could teach him the ropes of how to become a better passer, and then it'd be fine. But you, like you said, you just stuck the biggest middle finger, like, F you, we got our quarterback now, you're out of here, adios.
Exactly.
It's disrespectful because he's a veteran, you drafted him, and I don't blame Flacco for wanting to be out. I don't blame him.
Yeah, man. I understand Flacco for wanting to leave. You know.
And you know what? I hope he does. I hope he does succeed in Denver, and it will give the middle finger right back to Baltimore. Like, I still got a little bit something left in the game to prove out here, and I just hope not go MVP level, but I hope he just goes out there and shows the Baltimore what they missed out on, and he has a solid year for Denver.
Yeah, man, for sure.
But I just can't wait. I can't wait for training camp, especially Giants. I'm hopefully going to try to go up there this year. I didn't go last year, but year before, the past 2 years before that, I went. So I definitely want to try to head up there this year and see how everything looks, especially see how Daniel Jones looks, Barkley and all them, Eli. Because honestly, one thing I will say, the only way I can see Daniel Jones starting week 1 is if freaking Eli Manning just bombs in the preseason.
Yeah.
Like, he's throwing interception after interception, not making good throws, not looking accurate. That's the only case where I'll say, well, you might need to go Daniel Jones week 1. Because it's just showing that Eli's regressing a little bit. But other than that, I fully expect Eli to be the quarterback going into week 1. I think Daniel Jones will play this year, and I'm thinking it'll either be, when do they play the Cardinals? Week 7?
Something like that.
So I think, like, we could possibly see it then, like, week 7, have the two rookie quarterbacks battle it out, or they'll wait till after the bye week, which really doesn't put Daniel Jones in the best situation, because I think after the bye week they go and play New England.
Yeah.
So it's not really good throwing him the bones to go up against Brady, but it's going to be one of them two situations that I see. We'll either throw him in there week 7, like against Arizona, or if there's another weaker team before the bye week, we might throw him in there, or we just throw him in and, hey, have at it against New England. Who knows? Maybe he surprises.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. I'm extremely excited for Daniel Jones, man.
I know. 13 days away. It's still training camp. About 5 weeks away till actual preseason football with the Hall of Fame game. I'm glad football's finally here, man.
For sure, man. All right, man. So, anything else you want to say before I let you go?
Just that. Keep up the great work. I can't wait for all the content that you have out. And yeah, I'll definitely be in that pick'em league. So watch out, man. I got my smarts on my football. You might be seeing me up there a couple times.
All right, man. We'll see about
and hopefully you do some. Hopefully you do some fantasy because I'm all into fantasy. I do. Everybody says I'm a fantasy addict, and it's true. I do tons of fantasy leagues every year, and I just do it because it's fun. So hopefully you start one up. I'll definitely join in there because I love doing fantasy.
All right, cool, man. For sure. I'll let you know.
All right, bro. Have a good one, and keep up the great work with your channel and stuff.
All right, buddy. Appreciate that, man. Thanks.
No problem.
All right, man. See you. All right, guys. That was the man. Mike Nixon. He was the first caller ever when I started doing these live things when I was undrafted analyst. So, got to give it up for my guy. Unknown person calling. Come on, guys. The unknown. I'm not going to pick up unknown, guys. Pick this one up. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. Woo! I got so many callers. I think my thing just froze. Hold on, let me know if you guys hear me. I'm trying to pick up 7-3, something like that. Jeez, this thing is off the hook. You guys are calling in like crazy. It's killing me. Hold on. Alright, 732. That was the one that I was trying to pick up before. Here we go. Alright, welcome. Thanks for the waiting a little bit. My computer froze up, but what's going on, man? Who's this?
What's up? It's me, Muzz.
What's going on, Muzz?
What's up?
What's up, man? Sorry it took a little. I tried answering your call, but so many people called at the same time, and it like froze my computer. But I hit answer on it. But what's going on, man?
Nothing. Why are the Giants fans giving Daniel Jones so much heat?
I don't know, man. I'll tell you what. I was one of those. People. And quickly, I want to shout out my guy, Johnny Talk Sports. What's going on, man? Thank you for joining the chat. But yeah.
Wait, can I freeze ask? Are you gay?
Wait, what?
Don't say that.
All right, man. But whatchamacallit? Anyway, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Daniel Jones getting hate. Yeah, get ready for the trolls, kid. Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
why?
Yankees fans going at him. Come on.
Yeah, for sure. That's only because, listen, when he was drafted, everybody was giving him hate. It was me, it was Chris, it was Bad Dog, but I think ever since, I think the people that are pro-Giants and positive are definitely going to be thinking about Daniel Jones for the future, and they're not going to be as negative as they are, but yeah, what do you want to talk about, man?
What do you think the Giants' record is going to be next season?
To be honest, I'm thinking 7-9.
7, I think like 10 and something. 10-6.
10-6?
Yeah, that's what I think.
What do you think?
Please shut up.
10-6?
You got a lot of noise in the background, man. You got a lot of noise.
Yeah, I'm going to end the call you, okay? Because he's being annoying.
All right, man, no problem.
Thank you.
He's attracted to your youngest kid, Blue. I've got thick skin, guys. I've got thick skin. That doesn't bother me. Kids will be kids. All right, 636. I'm gonna try to answer you, man, because you're the first one. All right, what's going on? 66. Right. We got trolls. All right, let's see here. 516. Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for calling in. Who's this?
Hello?
Yeah, what's
on the
going
stream?
on?
Yeah, so I just came on the stream to make a couple questions and a couple bold statements.
Really? All right, let's hear it.
Yeah, so first question I got is, damn, I didn't even think I was gonna make it this far. I'm kind of like, lost for words.
Oh, who is this before we start? I don't know if I couldn't hear you before.
Wait, what'd you say?
I was saying who this is.
Oh, King Justin. I was in the
Oh,
chat.
okay. What's going on, man?
Yeah, what's going on? I'm good. So, I was just asking that, do you think the Giants should sign Des Bryant?
Oh yeah, was that you that answered that question before? That asked that question before?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind it, and obviously he's not gonna want a big deal, right? Because he hasn't played a whole year of football, so I wouldn't mind signing him for a quick deal, maybe a 1-year contract, prove it deal, and seeing what he can do. Now, of course, he would have to keep his antics. You know, we already got what we already had some problems with Odell Beckham. We don't need any more issues with Des Bryant. But as long as he just, plays football and tries his best, I mean, I wouldn't mind signing him. He was a great talent with the Cowboys, and if he could provide something for the team, I don't mind it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So, crap, yo, I was thinking of so many, like, a lot of stuff to say, but now that I'm actually on it, my mind's blank, bro.
It's good, man. It's good. It happens.
All right. So, yeah, there's also, like, you basically already know what I'm gonna say before I even say it, because if you paid attention to the chat, I already said it.
Mm-hmm.
So, my first bold statement is Saquon Barkley will be the MVP next year.
Whoa, Saquon Barkley as the MVP?
Yes. Honestly, I think that if Gettleman just makes a few tweaks on that offensive line, they're going places. Because if you learned anything from last year, from watching the Giants season, then you know that Saquon doesn't need much to work. Like, if you've been watching it.
Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think the only thing that they would have to do is, one, replace what's his name? That left tackle we got from the Patriots. I forgot his name.
Nate Solder. You want to replace Nate Solder already?
Yeah. Because like he's way overpaid for being an average offensive lineman. I think he's way overpaid.
Well, I agree. He was overpaid, and I think they had to overpay him that free agency just because he was the best on the market right now, and money talks for sure. So obviously the Giants are going to have to throw all the money they can at him to try to land him. But was he overpaid? Yes. Did he play to his contract? Absolutely not. I'll be very honest in saying that. But he did play better towards the end of last year. I'm all for giving him another chance just because of what he did in New England to try to replicate that. But I understand where you're coming from that you want to replace him. But as far as Saquon Barkley for the MVP goes, honestly, that's not very far-fetched. I honestly can agree with you to a certain degree. The only problem I have, though, Justin, is that usually the MVP goes to players of teams that actually like do something. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be completely honest. I don't.
If they make a few tweets, they could do something. Actually.
Yeah, they can. But I honestly think the ceiling for this team is probably. I think the highest they can go is like 8-8. My prediction is 7-9, but the highest they can go, in my opinion, is 8-8. Maybe that can get him an MVP MVP win there. But usually it's going to going to those star quarterbacks that make the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes, and if Drew Brees lights it up this year, you know what I'm saying, right? So, I mean, it's not very far fetched. I've actually kind of agree with you in a certain aspect, but we'll see what happens. I think to a certain degree, the Giants as a whole needs to play well for Saquon Barkley to be looked at as the MVP.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. But I also have, bro, one last bold statement, and then I'm out of here.
Blow us away, man.
All right, so I know the Giants fan base has kind of been split on the Eli Manning situation, like if he's still good or not.
Mhm.
In my opinion, is he's cooked. All right.
You said what?
My opinion on Eli Manning is that he's cooked. He
Okay.
cannot play anymore.
Okay. Oh.
Because I've seen like every single game like of the 2018 season in depth, right? And the argument people make for like if you're trying to say that Eli Manning is still good is the offensive line, it's so horrid, it's so bad. But there have been times where the offensive line holds up and he still he still doesn't do well. Oh yeah, bro, which brings me to my other point. Remember how I said I kept forgetting what I was going to say?
Mm-hmm.
This just reminded me. The Giants are a better team without Odell Beckham Jr.
Yes, I completely agree. Man. I made a video about that as well right when we traded him, actually, when I kind of calmed down and I kind of, went through all my process of thinking. But I completely agree with you, man. I think that that without Odell Beckham there, without demanding, catches and things like that, I think Eli is able to spread the ball a lot more, especially to Evan Ingram.
Exactly, bro. As soon as Odell Beckham Jr. got traded, Evan Ingram has been getting so many more touches. It's not even funny.
Yes, Evan Ingram, like whenever
no, he got traded. I meant he got injured because
when he got hurt
in the offseason.
Completely agree,
when he got
man.
hurt.
Remember in 2017 when Odell went down in Week 5 that whole year, and it was Evan Ingram's rookie year. Ever since Week 5, Evan Ingram lit it up that year. So it's almost like Evan Ingram only succeeds when Odell Beckham's not there. Now he's not on the team anymore, so Evan Ingram should succeed,
Exactly, because like whenever Beckham's on the floor, like literally. All right, so there's this one play in particular that I like to bring up when I make this point. Remember that one play against the Eagles where there was like 3 guys on Odell Beckham Jr. and he could have checked it down to Saquon, but he decided to chuck it up to Beckham.
Just threw it up to Beckham. Yep,
Exactly. Literally, he could have got an easy check down to Saquon Barkley and then just kicked the field goal. He would have been all right. But no, he wanted to throw it to the Odell Beckham Jr. because he thinks he's better than he actually is.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, man. Completely agree.
But yeah, man, that's all I want to say, man.
I appreciate you, man. Are you a new subscriber? I haven't seen you in any other like streams and things like that.
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not new at all.
You're not new at all, man? Oh, I haven't seen you in streams.
No, I've been here for a while, man.
Oh, wow. All right, man. I appreciate you, man. I'll definitely be awaiting your call next time I stream, man.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. Thanks for the chance.
Appreciate it. Anything else you want to say, man?
Nah, man. I'm good for now. I'll let someone else go on.
All right, cool, man. I appreciate it. See ya.
All right. See you, man. Peace.
That was King Justin there for you guys. He actually has some really good points, man. He actually has some really good points, really good bold predictions as well. Wait, our next caller here. Let's see. Woo! A lot of calls here. All right, what's going on, man? Hello? Hello? Going once. Going twice. And he's out of there. Alright. Next one. Woo! That thing froze like crazy. That thing hurt my ears. Alright. Next caller. Alright. You're live with KB. What's going on? Hello? Is this the second time? I can't hear anything. And by the way, Kashendra, yeah, I gained a little weight. Kashendra. I saw that comment. I'm live with somebody, but I can't hear them. I don't know if they have themselves muted. Let's see here. Who was that 908? Whoever was 908, did you guys hear me as well? Because I don't know if it was probably Skype that screwed up. Let me try refreshing Skype. Whoever was 908 and 914. I picked up both of you guys' call, I think, 914. But 908, I definitely just picked up that call and I didn't hear anything. So you guys let me know if you heard me. It's all good, Kashendra. It's all good. I know I've been gaining that little double chin, man. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'll try to read your last comment, Mike. Give me a little bit. I got a bunch of people calling in that it's like freezing my this here Skype. Hold on, guys. It's refreshing Skype right now, so keep your calls right now. Hang up your calls, guys. And cause you guys gotta forgive my forgive my computer. It's trying its best. It's trying its best. And my bad, I hit the volume button. It's trying its very best. Hold on, guys. Once it finishes loading. Alright, guys, send those calls in. Should be good. We should be rolling. We should be rolling. Yo, 914 is calling crazy. Was 914 Muzz before? Is that Muzz? I think it just knocked out my audio because I can't hear a thing. I can't even hear the call. I can't even hear him calling. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if I could hear anybody. Alright, hello? I think it's on my end, guys. Oh, man. So much calls, it like killed my computer. Hold on just a second, guys. This is what I did not want to happen. Alright, what's your last comment, Mike? Let's see here. Alright, hold the calls real quick, guys. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on here. What did you say last time, Mike? Let me see here. I think it's too far up, Mike. Can't see your comment. I love you guys. I know. I'm trying. If I did pick up your call and you didn't hear me, listen. Did I pick up? Wait, talk to the chat when you're working on technology. Guys, did you hear me at all when I was talking to you guys? If I did pick up your call, let me know if you guys heard me, because I cannot hear anything right now from Skype. So I might have to exit Skype real quick and then start it up again, which is going to take a little bit. Forgive me, guys. It's working out the kinks here. But yeah, everybody so far that called, besides, I know Muzz had that incident with his brother, but I know he meant well. He meant well, my guy Muzz. So it's all good. Gonna try to start this up again. Let's try hitting up Skype. If it doesn't work, I'll just shut down the calling for now. Just talk to you guys. I think my computer is saying enough. But I'm actually pretty shocked, guys. I am pretty shocked that this computer lasted that long. I mean, it must love me that much. It must love me that much. Because this is beyond belief to me. I'm surprised it's even holding up this long. But let me try getting to the chat real quick. Talk to you guys in the chat. I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me. Oh, Jay Smith, was that you calling, man? I also had a bold prediction that DeAndre Baker will win Defensive Rookie of the Year. I have a feeling that he's 6 or 7 picks. I would absolutely love if DeAndre Baker had 6 or 7 picks, man. He probably would get Defensive Player of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year for that. Let's get back into this. Skype online. But I want to thank you guys for joining in the stream so far. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Helps me out a lot. Make sure you guys subscribe as well and share the stream for all your other sports friends or family or whatever. I don't care who it is. Make sure they're joining in the stream and joining in the chat, so we can all communicate as one community here. So Skype loading up. I think my Skype has had enough, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Gotta love fandom sometimes. I see people gotta love fandom sometimes. You gotta love it. Hey, man. Sometimes this fandom, sometimes it may come true. I'm sure when Patrick Mahomes before the season started, I'm sure there was a Patrick Mahomes fan that said that he would do what he did this year. It happens. It happens, man. I'm putting my volume up just in case. I'm making sure everything's plugged in here, because I think I could hear myself in the YouTube stream. I'm gonna put myself on real quick. Everything's plugged in here. Yeah, so I hear myself on the YouTube stream. But yeah, keep doing those videos on training camp and roster videos. That's what I really want. Yes, don't worry. I got the safeties edition that may be out tomorrow. I already wrote the script and everything for it. So tomorrow I'm gonna record it. But depending on if I work tomorrow or not, is when I'll upload it. But I'll definitely record it tomorrow. By the time the whole editing process goes along, we'll see what happens. But I'll try to call again when you say it's good. No problem, man. No problem. And this is Jay Smith. Well, how come every time I think it's Jay, when every time he tries to call that it never works. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, my computer is just not having a good time right now. I'm trying to X out. I'm trying to go into my task manager right now and just trying to make sure everything is good there. Yeah, Jay. I feel so bad for Jay, man. I feel so bad for Jay. We're winning around 8 games next year. Let's see. I think we could win 8 games next year. I think we could win. Plus or minus 2. What do you mean? Like adding 2, like 10 and 6 or 6 and 10? We can. I'm not gonna lie. Read my last comment out loud. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, Dylan. But all right, guys. Let me see if this works. Go ahead and call in one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'll just kind of wrap it up, because I'm ready to watch. Chris is gonna be live in about a half an hour, so I'll make sure he gets his viewers and things like that. My twin brother. Let's see here. See, incoming call, but no, I'm getting no volume from Skype. Absolutely no volume. Let me see. Let me put those settings. Let me check the settings real quick. Audio. Test audio. Hold on, guys. I'm testing the audio. It's not working. It is not working. Alright, guys. It looks like it lasted as long as it can. It lasted as long as it can. Wait. To Grand Sky. Let's see here. Hold on. Why is it not working though? That's what I want to know. All right, guys. Tough luck. Tough luck. Tough luck. All right, it's fine. It's fine, guys. I'll just stick around a little bit, and probably stick around 5 minutes long, and it's just not working right now. I'll try to see what's wrong with it, if I made a mistake or something like that, or if it's just glitching out. Hopefully, I did make a mistake, so it won't. So if it glitches out again, I'll know what to do. But yeah, leave your final thoughts. And this was a great stream, guys. Fantastic stream. Thank you guys so much for joining in. This was so fun to do, especially that I'm working with OBS. OBS is working out, so I'm excited. I'm happy. Good show. Peace out. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you for joining in. At least I got in the call, bro. I can talk football for hours. Appreciate that, Mike Nixon. Yeah, man. You know your stuff too, man. I'm sorry, my twin brother. It's all good, Muzz. It's all good, man. Win range 4 to 8. I could see that, Adam. I could see that. Dylan Renner says, "I love you. I love you more, man. I love you more." But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end this up. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm definitely gonna do more of these. Maybe twice a week, maybe once a week. I don't know, depending on how much you guys like it. But Undrafted Analyst will be making a comeback very soon. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. You guys are awesome. And yeah, make sure you guys join our 27 squad. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join the 27 squad, and I will see you guys in the next stream. I'm out. I think I stopped streaming. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. I didn't stop streaming? Did I not stop streaming? Well, damn. I stopped. I said stop. That sucked. I hit stop streaming and it's still streaming. What the hell?